Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Orville, Season 2, Episode 6, A Happy Refrain. This very well could be like my favorite episode of the season so far. Like every episode, I feel like this show just gets better and better and better, and it's so amazing. It's breathtakingly amazing. So I'll just get the little subplot out of the way. It's so minor, it doesn't even matter, but it's funny. Bortus grows a mustache, he shaves it by the end. Really funny, still enjoyed it. So, the premise of this episode is all about Claire and Issac, and they've talked about how the two of them bonded after the shuttle crash last season, and Claire has been like with Issac more and more, and we've seen this, like in the episode where Marcus was like getting in trouble and stuff like that, and he even looks at Issac when Claire asks him what's wrong, and anytime we see Claire now, we see Issac. He's teaching Ty the piano and all sorts of stuff. So, I like the scene, or the opening scene, where Issac actually brings Claire a banana, and she's like, what's this? And he gives a long explanation, but basically he says, you get grumpy when you haven't eaten. And then she's like, oh, okay. So already he's like assuming and projecting things about her and trying to make her better. So already you can tell he does care. And I like this. This is an exact episode from Star Trek, The Next Generation, where Data, like, gets a girlfriend for a while. So, already it's working for me. The whole scene where Claire finally confesses to Kelly, and she's like, would you like a glass of wine? And Kelly's like, I'm sorry, I'm working right now. Like, what do you want to talk about? I think I'm falling in love with Issac. 2 glasses of wine. Like, it's perfect. Because, I mean, I could totally see that being me. Like, I would be that character. So, anyway... a lot of this is the situational humor. So, I mean, it doesn't work well for reviews, but you guys kind of get the thing where, like, Issac is talking to Gordon and Lamar, and they're like, who's the lucky lady? Or fella? Or object? And that's where he admits that has a date with Claire. And again, I don't know what it is, but I love the scenes where they're just running. You see it a lot, especially in season 1. You saw it all the time. And again, you just see Lamar and Gordon running to the bridge to tell everybody, hey, Issac has a date. And Kelly's like, way to go. Issac knows all about Claire. Super creepy, but it works. I love the spontaneous scene where he just shows up at 3 a.m. with a cake. And he's like, here, I'm being spontaneous. Stop, just go away. Now... they kind of start to break up because she can't kiss him or anything like that, which again, it's a little awkward because like Issac literally repeats her, and even Gordon has the line of like, remind me not to tell you anything private. And so they create the simulation, and Mark Jackson is actually in the holodeck, the actor who's inside like the Issac suit and its voice and stuff. And it's great to finally see what he looks like, and he's a fantastic actor. I'm curious to see how difficult it was for him to like play it completely straight. Like, I'm sure as Issac he's used to it, but he could do it with a mask on, and he doesn't really have to do anything. It's just his body movements. Whereas this, like, he can't smile or do anything. And they even end up having sex. So it's a huge moment for both Claire and Issac. And to him, that's it. They're done. They've coupled, and so it's over. And just the whole, like, well, you can't break up with her because she'll be mad. So you just have to make yourself unappealing so she breaks it off. So then she's not upset. And then, like, he's just there in his underwear, and he's like, you don't need any more dessert, and stuff like that. And so she does break it off because he admits that he doesn't need her anymore. The whole bridge being passive-aggressive, so over the top. Like, that's the one scene. I actually wouldn't have put that one in there, where the entire bridge crew was just judging Issac. I mean, I get it, but that one fell off to me. We finally see Norm Macdonald, great actor. He's done other stuff with Seth MacFarlane for years. He's the voice of Yaphet. We finally get to see him. Now, where it gets interesting is Issac starts making mistakes because his programming is so used to having Claire there that since she's not there anymore, he can't reroute everything. And it turns out that his programs are just used to her. Which again, this is an exact line from The Next Generation where Data talks about how his subroutines are accustomed to seeing Geordi. And if Geordi was no longer there, he would miss him. He would miss the way that the subroutines worked. So the whole singing in the rain thing and rain on the bridge, It worked for me. I absolutely loved it. Like, it's the cutest couple thing ever. And his line of like, oh, my programs function more effectively with you or with your presence. And she's like, so you work better with me than without me? And Gordon says it perfectly. We are the weirdest ship in the fleet. Like, this whole episode just worked for me. I absolutely loved it. And again, just to see the actor of Issac actually there, and again, at the end where they go into the dinner thing and he just kind of appears, it works for me. I really, really liked it. I hope we see Mark Jackson more, just because he's such a phenomenal actor. Even being under the Issac suit, it'd be great to see him more. So, for those who have seen it, what did you guys think? Let me know, and I will see you guys next time for Deflectors.